Cash Podcast. Catch the vibe in 2025. Stash cash, yo stash, yo cash. NYC is in the house. Who is in the house? Harlem's in the house. Stash cash is in the house. Stash cash. Stash cash. Stash cash. Stash cash. Catch the vibe. Catch the vibe. Check me out on YouTube. Hey yo, hey yo, hey yo. Hey yo, hey yo, hey yo, hey yo, hey yo. Stash cash, stash cash. Catch the vibe. Check me out on YouTube. 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 Stash cash. Catch the vibe. 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 Hey yo, hey yo, it's the Stash Cash Podcast. Catch the vibe in 2025. Stash cash. Yo, stash your cash. NYC is in the house. Who is in the house? Harlem's in the house. Stash cash is in the house. Stash cash. Stash cash. Stash cash. Stash cash. Stash cash. Catch the vibe. Catch the vibe. Check me out on YouTube. 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 YouTube. Check me out on YouTube, check me out on YouTube. Stash cash, stash cash. Catch the vibe, 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 catch the vibe. Check me out on YouTube, check me out on YouTube, check me out on YouTube. Check me out on YouTube. Stash cash, cash, cash. It's the Stash Cash Podcast. Catch the vibe in 2025. Stash cash, yo stash, yo cash. NYC is in the house. Who is in the house? Harlem's in the house. Stash cash is in the house. Stash cash. Stash cash. Stash cash. Stash cash. Catch the vibe. Catch the vibe. Check me out on YouTube. Hey yo, hey yo, hey yo. Hey yo, hey yo, hey yo, hey yo, hey yo. Stash cash, stash cash. Catch the vibe. Check me out on YouTube. Check me out on YouTube. Check me out on YouTube. Stash cash. Catch the vibe. 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 Hey yo. It's the Stash Cash Podcast. Catch the vibe in 2025. Stash Cash. Yo, stash your cash. NYC is in the house. Who is in the house? Harlem's in the house. Stash Cash is in the house. Stash Cash. Stash Cash. Stash Cash. Stash Cash.
Yo, what's goody, chat? What's the word? Welcome to the motherfucking vibe. We is in the motherfucking house, you heard? Yeah. How's everybody feeling this wonderful Sunday? Shout outs to my girl Tina Mo for being the first person to pull up to the function today. I definitely appreciate you. I see we got a few people in the chat right now, but it looked like they in the bushes. I don't know what's going on. Diva, what's up? Shout outs to my girl Diva. You know what I mean? Shout outs to you for pulling up to the function. I had a lot going on. I was trying to get myself situated. Hold on, man. Let me get myself situated and all that. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, Nisha, Lisa Bell? What's going on? Jazzy J, what's the word? What's up? How's everybody feeling? Get your asses out the bushes. Let them stay in the bushes. They creeping. As long as they here, that's all that matters, yo. What's up, though? How's everybody Sunday going? How y'all feeling today? Nisha said, hey, chat. Tina Mo said, what up, Jazzy J? I'm good. How are you? I'm good. I'm feeling good. You feel me? I'm a little bit under the weather, though. Not sick, but, like, my allergies is, like, killing me. So, you know what I mean? My voice may sound a little bit different because my nose is like stuffed up. Y'all probably could hear it, but you know what I mean. I'm here. I'm making it happen. You know what I mean. I'm making it happen. Everybody saying what's up to each other and all that. Okay. So I don't know if you guys noticed, but throughout the past week, I was basically reposting my my live streams. You feel me? I'm trying to get into the habit of being consistent and posting, you know, content every day, whether it's through the long form content or just going live and everything like that. So I know a lot of y'all been showing up and commenting on the Welcome to the Vibe live streams where I be touching on certain topics and everything like that. So I definitely appreciate y'all for, you know, pulling up and, you know, just tapping in with me. And you feel me? So this is definitely going to be another one of them lives, but the difference is that y'all are here live. So if y'all happen to see these clips being posted throughout the week, you feel what I'm saying? Don't be like, yo, Stash, what are you doing? You feel what I'm saying? I'm just trying to get into the habit of like being consistent and posting, you know, more consistently on a long form content feed. Cause I notice like my channel, I'm always live, but I don't really be posting content and things like that. So yeah. But yeah, Nisha, my allergies is going crazy. My allergies is going crazy right now. Like, oh my gosh, I'm dying. But I'm here. You feel what I'm saying? I'm here. But today's topic of discussion, I don't know if you guys read the title or whatever the case may be is, but today's topic of discussion is why aren't men and women seeing eye to eye in today's society? You feel me? Like, what's going on? Like, where are we going wrong at here, ladies and gentlemen? Like, what's the problem? You feel me? Like, what's going on? Let me put my chat up because I can't even see my chat. Give me a second, y'all. Give me a second. Let me put my YouTube chat up. But yeah, answer that in the comment section. Like, what's going on? Like, what y'all think the problem is? Where are we going wrong? All right, hold on. Give me a second. All bet. We lit. We lit. We are in motion. We are in motion. I bet. All right. So we here. So yeah. Do y'all feel like? Do y'all feel like what's going on? Like, cause I got some clips that I wanna share with y'all, but I wanna know where y'all mindset is at first. You feel what I'm saying? Like, where is it? Do y'all feel like we go wrong? Do y'all feel like we not listening to each other? Do y'all feel like men are trying to be too controlling? Um, I know I have my personal thoughts on it, but I want to hear what y'all think first before I jump into this next thing that I want to show y'all. Let me see what's going on. Yo, why the hell my shit not popping up on the motherfucking screen? All right, bet. All right, so yeah, y'all, I see y'all. So yeah, I see is how many people we got in the. Oh, I forgot I'm streaming on Twitch too. I'm like, yo, why the numbers different? But I'm streaming on both Twitch and YouTube. Shout outs to everybody that's over there at Twitch. You feel me? If y'all subscribe to me or follow me on Twitch, please be sure to subscribe to my channel over here on YouTube. My YouTube is Life of Stash Cash. No, Stash Cash YouTube. Excuse me. My Twitch is Life of Stash Cash, but my YouTube is Stash Cash YouTube. So that's where I'm streaming. That's where I'm currently streaming live. So shout outs to the 6 people over there that I see that's on Twitch right now. Damn, I got 6 people on Twitch. That's crazy. That is crazy. But yeah, tap in, tap in. What y'all feel like? How y'all feeling? Jazzy J, Nisha, Diva, Lisa, Tina. God damn, what's up with all of us? Like, it's a lot of Inas, Finas, but what's up? Like, talk to me. Put this poll up. Pause. Facts, Tina. Hold on. Facts. This that DMX song. That's a fact. I choose to be alone because the same thing a man can do is the same a woman can do. I choose to be alone because the same thing a man could do, a woman can do. Okay, elaborate a little bit more on that. Like what you really like you really feel that way? Like you feel like the same thing a woman could do, I mean a man could do, a woman can do? What if I was to tell you the same thing women could do, men can do? Would you feel the same way? I think that sound a little bit funny. Like the same, if a woman could do it, a man could do it. Cause I know for a fact there's things women could do that men can't do. You know what I mean? So yeah. What's right, like that's crazy. Shout outs to my man C Life for pulling up to the function. I appreciate you being here, bro. What's the word? What's the word? My man C Life done popped in. Hold on. Let me see if I got something for my guy when you pull up. Hold on. Yeah. Hold on. Let me let me. Yeah, I got the horns now. It's lit. It's fucking lit. I ain't think it was gonna work. I ain't gonna lie. I had a hard time with my sound bar my sound machine this past week, and I'm like, yo, this shit is gonna fail on me. But it's working. It's functioning. Let's get it. Shout out to my man Stash Cash and my YouTube family. Yeah. So since everybody just want to be in the bushes and not saying nothing, god damn, y'all are being trash today. What's the word? Like, yeah, y'all just like seeing my face. Y'all just like seeing me, right? I just look good. They like, yeah, I'ma just see Stash Cash. I don't want to engage. I just want to see. I just want to look at him. You feel me? Like, what's the word? So, see, life. The question, right? This the question, right? Um, why you feel like women and men aren't seeing eye to eye in today's society, bro? Like, what's the word from a man perspective? You feel me? Why you feel like women and men ain't seeing eye to eye? Word, Diva. Like what's going on? You the only one that answered. What's up? Everybody just they lurking. They like this. They like I want to see what everybody else say. I want to see what everybody else say before I comment. Facts. Man, it's a lot of fairy tales going on. Listen, and it's so crazy you say that, right? Because I always have this saying where I be like, you know what I mean? I feel like a lot of times, like, and this is not to, say anything, like I'm not bashing women or anything, but I feel like a lot of times women be having this fairy tale lifestyle. Like they want to live in this fairy tale world. And it's not fairy tale. This ain't no fairy tale world. You feel what I'm saying? Like I don't be getting it. They believing in these videos and the things they see, and that's crazy. Like, cause even like I like you saying like as far as with like the things that's going on social media, but like even I, I'm gonna just agree with you with that because it's a deeper pause. I, I'm gonna just agree with what you say with that because I can't even say it because it's mad pause. From what I've seen, expectations of a woman are viewed as sexist, whereas expectations of men are at an all-time high. Not enough communication or reciprocation. Hold up, hold up. I gotta put that on a motherfucking screen. I gotta put that on a motherfucking screen. Who said that? Shout outs to Orion Blackwood. Shout outs to Orion Blackwood. Hold on, we gotta show that. We gotta show that on the motherfucking screen. He said, from what I've seen, expectations of a woman are viewed as sexist, whereas expectations of a man are at an all-time high. Not enough communication or reciprocation. I agree. I definitely agree. I definitely agree. I feel like what's his name? Who said that? That had to be a new person because Orion, if this is your first time here, welcome in. All my mods, please welcome him in. You know what I mean? Make sure you subscribe to the channel. I definitely look forward to seeing you here in the community more often. Um, see, life said like facts. It was, pause, bro. Pause. Pope Jamie said, I don't know from a man's perspective, but from a woman's, it's that men expect women to be happy with our grandparents' gender roles and expect men to progress the way we have over the last few generations. Hold on. Let me read that slowly. Excuse me for my voice. You feel me? I'm a little bit under the weather, so just bear with me. So Pope Jamie said, I don't know from a man's perspective, but from a woman's, it's that men expect women to be happy with our grandparents' gender roles, and women expect men to progress the way we have over the last few generations. Okay, okay. That was deep. Pause. Pause. Shout outs to Pope Jamie. Shout outs to Pope Jamie. So I got this question. I got this other question, right? Before damn, you know what? Before I'm gonna just get in. I'm gonna just ask y'all this, right? And we talking gender roles and stuff like that. Y'all about to be like this nigga stash. Do y'all feel like a man should be able to tell your man, excuse me, as a woman, do you feel like your man should be able to tell you how to dress? Not how to dress, but what to wear when you go outside and things like that, or nah? Let me see what the ladies think in the chat. He's saying they would want to be housewives. I think it's new times. It's definitely new times. It's definitely new times. But as far as with all the ladies in the chat, you feel me? Matter of fact, 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 matter of fact. See life. The ladies could answer this, right? Do y'all feel like y'all men should be able to tell you what you can wear or what you cannot wear? And as far as with the men in the chat, do you feel like you should be able to tell your woman what to wear or what she cannot wear? Pope Jamie said, "No way." Pope Jamie, question: Are you a woman? Are you a male or are you a female? I took that wrong, Pope. Pause. Your woman doesn't belong to you. Okay, Nah, I got you. Are you a woman or you a female, Pope? That's crazy. I said pause. I said pause. I said pause. What's up, Simply Sunshine? Thank you for pulling up. I appreciate you being here. Calisthenics. I was saying that the men want the woman to be housewives and women aren't interested. Okay, okay, okay. So Pope Jamie said she's a female. Okay, 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 okay. How old are you, Pope Jamie? If you don't mind me asking. I need to know who I'm speaking to because you know what I mean. In order for me to have this conversation, I need to know, one, if you're a woman, how old are you? Let me see. How old are you, Pope Jamie? Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. So, Simply Sunshine, 38. Okay, so I can have this conversation with you. Okay, okay, so you're an adult. All right, good. Because you ain't have no picture, so it'd be a lot of children coming into the chat. I'd be like, if you would have been like you like 10 or 11, I would have probably just went past your comment. But you're an adult, so we can definitely have this conversation. Simply Sunshine. So the question is, do you feel like, I'm going to just say, do you feel like your man or the person you with should be able to tell you what to wear outside? Like, should he be able to tell you, like, if you wearing something that he feels like is too much to go in the house and change? If you know what I mean, if you're in a relationship or if you had a man, you feel me, will he be able to tell you that? He knew Pope was a girl. I didn't. I definitely didn't from the answer. I mean, but it'd be men in here, talking like that too, though. I'm big grown. Yeah, I already know. I already know. I already know. I want to know your answer. I want to know your answer though, Sunshine. What's your answer? Do you feel like a man should be able to tell you what to wear? He can say, "Hey, that's too revealing," but as a woman, I know how to dress. Okay, 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 okay. Hell yeah, we should have a say on what she wears. What man wants to be uncomfortable? I'm not gonna even lie. Like I'm gonna chime in on that. For me, it's not even about being uncomfortable. You feel me? Like if I have a woman, right, and she's going out and she's dressed a certain type of way, you feel what I'm saying? Me as the person who's, here to protect her, you know what I mean? I'm thinking more of a protection thing. Like, one, I don't want you going out where you dress in a certain type of way, where you look in a certain type of way, where one, as a man, they looking at you a certain type of way. So one, it's like you asking for a certain amount of certain attention. You feel what I'm saying? So, and knowing how men are these days, you feel what I'm saying? Knowing how it's a lot going on. Like men is just on some cuckoo stuff. You feel me? You tell a man, I'm good. I don't, what I mean, I'm in a relationship. They don't even be caring. You feel what I'm saying? But it starts from like, how you dress, how you look. If you out here looking like um a hoe, you feel me? You're gonna be approached like one. You feel what I'm saying? So with that being said, it's not even about the comfortability. It's about like, protecting you in ways you don't even see. I'm trying to protect you. But also I could see where you say comfortable too, see life, because I know as a man, we don't be wanting to really be put into situations if we don't have to. You feel what I'm saying? So if our woman going out and they look a certain type of way and they get into a situation with a man, the first person they're gonna call is they man. You feel what I'm saying? And now it's a possibility that we gonna have to get into a situation because you came outside looking a certain type of way, and now I'm out here. Now I gotta, clean up the mess that you made. You feel what I'm saying? So I definitely get what you said with that. Let me see what y'all saying in the chat. Hell yeah, we should have a say. All right, I read that. I think it depends. If it's something trashy that could be disrespectful, trashy that can be disrespectful, then yes. But this is the thing, Jazzy, because a lot of times that's the only time I feel like a man would tell a woman to change. You feel what I'm saying? If you looking professional and you looking nice or you looking presentable or respectable, it'd be a little bit like a nigga telling you to change. It'd be like, nigga, like, what are you talking about? Like, that's just, it don't make no sense. I feel like the only time a man would tell a woman, like, nah, you bugging, go back in the house, you put something else on, is if she is wearing something that's in his eyes looking prerogative. And who knows better than a man? Like a man knows when a woman is looking like something. You feel me? Sometimes better than a woman because a woman could be going out and think, "Oh yeah, girl, I'm just looking good. This is my But a man is outside like, "Nah, yo, damn, her shit poking out." You feel what I'm saying? Like that's how niggas be talking. You feel what I'm saying? So, yeah. Um, nah, but some women don't know how to dress. Depending on where we going to. That's a fact. That's another thing, right? Now, if you want to dress a certain type of way and you're with me, oh, then it's lit. You feel me? We good. You feel me? But it's when you're not with me and you want to dress a certain type of way that I'm like, nah, that ain't going down. You feel me? How are y'all uncomfortable and we're the ones wearing the clothes? I think I just explained. I think you wrote that before I explained what I said. Y'all bringing the wrong attention. Exactly what C Life just said. I don't need anyone to protect me from my clothing choices. Oh my gosh. And Pope, you're 38. You're 38. You feel me? So you don't need anybody to protect you from your clothing choices. I'm not saying anybody need to protect you from your clothing choices. It's the what kind of what C Life just said? It's the attention that you bring, especially if you're in a relationship. You feel me? So if you're in a relationship and you wearing something and you bringing a certain type of attention, you feel me? 9 times out of 10, if a man try to approach you, you gonna handle that man by yourself, or you gonna tell your man to be like, "Yo, babe, this dude is making me feel uncomfortable. He's disrespecting me. He's looking at me some type of way, like, you know what I mean?" Or are you just gonna be like, "Nah, I don't need my man. I'm a handle this by myself." What you gonna do? As a woman, keep it classy. You can be sexy, but with class. But I feel you, Stash. I tell my 21-year-old that they treat you sadly how you dress. That's a fact. That's a big fact. That's a big fact. Shit, a whole really stat. Nah, listen, it is what it is. That's the first thing I come to my mind. You know what I'm saying? Because it be women out here that be coming outside and they whole ass be out, bro. Like, and I'd be like your man, like me as a man, I'd be like, your man let you come outside like that? Oh nah, he don't. One in the first instinct as a man, I'd be like, if she has a boyfriend, her man don't give a fuck about her. Cause ain't no way. Ain't no way. You feel what I'm saying? I'm letting my motherfucking woman come outside like that. You crazy? Or for the mothers. Let's say you're a mother and you have a daughter. You feel me? And your daughter is coming outside and half of her ass is out. You feel me? You gonna be like, go ahead, baby, go show your ass. Or you gonna be like, if you don't go in the house and change, what's wrong with you? You feel what I'm saying? So the same type of vibe. No man has ever helped me handle another man. I have always had to handle it by myself. Okay, 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 okay. Facts. You dress like a 304, they coming at you that way for sure. That's a fact. That's a fact. Tap in with this. Hold on. Let me show y'all this. Let me show y'all this clip that I came across right quick. Hold on, y'all. Pull it up on the screen. Give me a second. My fault. Give me 1 second, chat. All right. So look. So I came across this clip, right? And tell me if y'all feel like he's bugging. You know what I mean? Tell me if y'all feel like he's bugging. Hold on.
Whose job is it to set order in the house?
It's the man's
Yeah,
job.
the man.
So in order to set order, you have to have control.
No, you have to manage.
No,
I'm
you
sorry.
got to
No,
have to-
control is like a robot.
Well,
No, it ain't. That's what you hear. Control is not like a robot. You have to have control. Like when you go to work, this woman said this all the time. Women are always talking about they don't want a man to control them. But you go to a job and they tell you what time to be there.
Right.
They tell you what time to take a break. They tell you can't use your phone. You always submit to money, but you won't submit to love. Submit to money, but won't submit to love. How you gonna deal with that? Because you will submit, you will give up your control.
Right.
Even when they ain't even paying you what they should be paying you.
Right.
You still showing up. Even when they give somebody else a job you know you should have had. Your ass still showing up. So you know how to give up your control. You hold your tongue
Right.
when they talking crazy. So it ain't out of your element. It's just that you have a higher priority. You submit to money because that's the only reason you're doing it. Keeping your composure. Because once you get a new job, you really see you. No, you could. But like, you know how to submit. You know how to give up your control. But why not for love and the person that's supposed to die for you or be the first person to be sacrificed for you?
You can, and there's nothing wrong with that. But however,
When you go to a job, don't they tell you how you should dress?
yeah, they have power.
Don't they tell you about your fingernails and how long they can be?
Yeah.
You can't wear certain hairstyles at jobs. You better put on that damn head net.
Yeah.
And don't you do it? Message.
Yo, so now, chat, shout outs to my man Smooth for pulling up to the function. I appreciate you being here, my good brother. So what y'all think about that, chat? Do y'all feel like he bugging or y'all feel like he got a point? You feel me? Like, let me know how y'all feel about that. Pope Jamie said, why don't men submit to love? I feel like men do submit to love, but in order for a man to submit to love, he have to like, I'm not gonna say receive it, but it has to, that energy has to be there. You feel me? Like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, I'm not. This gonna be an unpopular opinion, but I feel like if a man really likes you, he automatically submits to love. Like, it's automatic. It's the way that like it's the how can I say it? A lot of times, like for example, if like I stated earlier, I said, yo, if your man let you go outside looking like that and he don't say nothing, he don't care about you. You feel what I'm saying? Like, so if a man is like, when he do put things in place, you feel what I'm saying? I feel like that's his way of like showing you that he loves. You feel what I'm saying? Men show women they love different from how women show men they love. You feel what I'm saying? Let me see. What y'all here talking about? Being submissive doesn't mean being controlled. That's a fact. But a lot of times I feel like that's what women be thinking. Like, you controlling me because you telling me what I can and what I can't wear, or you telling me, certain, like, just saying certain things they feel like they being controlled when they men say it. But basically what he's saying is like, under certain circumstances, y'all as women is doing it anyway. That's why I asked y'all, I'm like, do y'all feel like he's bugging? You feel me? Or do y'all feel like he got a point? And it's crazy because I feel like there's more females in here than men. So it's like y'all in there like, y'all don't even want to say nothing. Call Jazzy J, hey Smooth, Pope, what would that look like? What would that look like? That's a good question. Because Pope James asks, why don't men submit to love? And No said, Pope, what would that look like? You want to survive in a capitalist society and yet you claim you don't want to be controlled in a relationship? Very confusing. You want to survive in a capitalist society and yet you claim you don't want to be controlled in a relationship. Very confusing. So do you feel like he got a point or he don't got a point? You confusing me a little bit, Pope. Pisces Hayes says, I'm going to need people to start carrying a pocket dictionary around. A lot of people define words differently. As far as with what word you feel like was defined differently. Shout outs to Pisces Hayes for pulling up to the function. I appreciate you being here. Same as when women do it. Hold on, wait. What would that look? What you mean? Same as when women do it. Hold on. Same as when women do. Same as when women do what exactly? Definitely got a point. Shout outs to my man Smooth. Facts. He's a moron. I'm sorry. Hey yo, Poe Jamie, like I love your energy. I'm loving your energy in here today. She said he's a moron. I'm sorry. How is he a moron? Like, what is it he said that made you feel like he's a moron? Pope, are you just saying submit or submit in the exact same way as a woman does? So no said, are you saying submit or submit in the exact same way a woman does? No, there's no reason there would be any difference. There's no reason there would be any difference. Sea Life started laughing. Hold on. Depends if you view a man and a woman as interchangeable. Miss me with that love. No, thank you. That's exactly what I was talking about when I came in. That doesn't make sense. No human is interchangeable. Nah, y'all going in right now. Hold on. Simply Sunshine said 100. If you don't, then they necessarily submit different. It could even be down to what an individual determines as a boundary / submit worthy. I'm making fun of him for how dumb his argument is. He definitely does not have a point. Yo, nah, this is bad funny. Pope, it makes sense. I'm saying generally men and women have different inclinations. Is it possible for men and women to want the same things and act the same? Possibly, but on average, they are different. That's a fact, Nos. I agree. Control, submission, love, etc. It means different things to different people. I agree, Pisces Hayes. I mean, control, submissive, and love is those is all they all different regardless. You feel what I'm saying? But I just feel like honestly, I just feel like it has to be some type of how can you it got to be some type of like foundation. Like it got to be somebody that's going to be in a relationship like yo listen, it got to be somebody in a relationship that's going to be the person to lead. You feel what I'm saying? And I feel like that is basically the man's job. I feel like a lot of times women be like they want this certain type of man. You know what I mean? They want a good man, but they miss the fact that a part of having a good man is having a person that leads. And I feel like a lot of times women don't want a woman that leads. So, Stash, start pulling live. Stash, start putting live and viral in your tags. Oh, I bet. I could do that shit right after I get off this joint too. Hey, I may be able to do it now. Exactly, simply. On average, it's irrelevant when talking about relationships between individuals. And if y'all were right, that women like submissive. If y'all were right, that women like submitting to men, then why all these problems? All right, hold on. Let me read that slower. On average, it's irrelevant when talking about relationships between individuals. And if y'all were right, that women like submitting to men, then why all of these problems? I like that question. Let me put that question up. Shout outs to Pope James. It's like you be losing me, but then you be saying some shit that I be like, you got me feeling like you be trolling a little bit, but then to make me feel like you got a little bit of sense up there too. But I feel like not for nothing, women are supposed to follow. You feel me? They man. You feel me? They supposed to, have a man that's gonna lead them and provide and take care of them and you know what I mean, be the man. You feel what I'm saying? Um, excuse me. Like I said, I'm a little bit under the weather. As y'all can hear, my voice is a little bit congested. My allergies is killing me. So just bear with me as I read these comments. Um, right, and man is to lead, but leading isn't controlling. Nah, and all right. So let me ask you this question, Sunshine. Give me an example of a man controlling, if you don't mind. Just one. Just give me one example. It don't have to be all crazy. Just give me one example in your mind that you feel like, this is what is considered controlling. Just so I can see, like, where your mind at. Damn, to summarize Pope saying, do men should submit to? I say, what does this submission look? What does the submission look like, I'm assuming? And Pop say the same as women, but if on average, men and women are different than submitting. If men and women are different, then submitting would be different. Listen, you know what? I'm gonna put it like this, right? I am about to break it down. I need y'all to tune in. I need y'all to tap in. I need y'all to really tap in and listen to what it is I'm saying, right? Women submit in a way where it's like, you know what I mean? Like they let the man lead. Like usually, yo, listen, if a man say like, listen, this is what's going on, this is what I need you to do, this is what's happening, trust me. You feel what I'm saying? A man being submissive is different. Y'all ready for me to tell y'all what a man being submissive look like? I need y'all to write yeah in the chat if y'all really ready for me to tell y'all what it looks like for a man to be submissive. Because I feel like I got the answer. Right, and man is to lead, but leading is a controlling. Get your get your page out more, bro. I'm learning. Yeah, I definitely got to do better with the tags. You feel what I'm saying? I'm gonna definitely do that when I go live next time. But I usually do it like after. But being that you just told me it, I'm gonna add that to my tag list because I got a bunch of tag lists in my notes. It's just all discombobulated nowadays. It's just getting exhausted. People have changed so much. Just find one that you are compatible with and do y'all. That's a fact. I agree. I don't think anyone needs to submit. I think equal partnership is the healthiest. Let me put that up. Let me put that up there. I like that one. Hold on. Let me read the rest of these chats. I like that answer. Pope, we are talking in general here. I already started breaking it down to the individuals as possible, but on average. I am asking why women are the ones who have to submit. We don't like it. Pope, men submit in different ways though. Our grandmothers didn't like it either. They just didn't have a choice. I've seen no evidence of male submission. Telling women they can't go out or telling a woman what she can and cannot. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's definitely controlling. That's controlling. Yeah. And that's not what I'm talking about. Simply Sunshine. If your man is telling you, one, you can't go outside, and two, what you can and cannot eat, you need to leave that man. My grandma was happy. You see how you are generalizing, you are using average, yet don't agree when I use it. Shout outs to Pope Jamie and NOS. Damn, B, my fucking allergies is crazy. And generally, women don't like to submit. Yes. All right, I'm about to break it down, right? A man submits by working for the woman. You feel what I'm saying? A form of a man submitting is when a woman don't really have to worry about majority of the things. You feel what I'm saying? Like if you have a man that's paying most of the bills, You know what I mean? If you have a man that's willing to go out there and, you know, get his hands dirty, protect you, you feel me? Especially it's a lot of couples out here that like it's a lot of women that have kids by other men. You feel what I'm saying? But the new man steps in and plays stepdad. You feel me? Where he's now not only providing for you, but he's also providing for that child. You understand? He's willing to, you know, sacrifice himself for the woman he loves. You feel what I'm saying? And which means like if like I stated earlier, like hypothetically speaking, if he like, yo, you know, don't go outside looking like that. You feel me? And you go outside looking like that and then you get disrespected. He gotta be ready to, you know what I mean, go out there and possibly put his life on the line because you never know you don't know the man that's trying to talk to you. You feel what I'm saying? So my answer to that is, you know what I mean? A man's way of being submissive is the way he provides. You feel what I'm saying? The way he willing to, you know what I mean? Be like, babe, don't even worry about it. Like, you know, you could work, but I got most of the bills. You feel me? I'm gonna, you know, do the manly things and be here to protect and provide for you. You feel what I'm saying? That's a form of submission. You feel what I'm saying? If you disagree, tell me you disagree in the chat if you disagree. Let me see. My fault, y'all. Let me put my chat back up because my shit messed up, man. All right, bet. Right, man is to lead. Damn, to summarize, Pope, men should submit to. I say, what does this submission look like? What does submission look and Pop say the same as woman, but if on average men and women are different, I read that one. We don't like it. Damn, I'm far back. My fault, chat. I'm so sorry. So, Pope James, I think it's because how submission is presented to us. It comes across as control. That a lot of women do say that. A lot of women do say sometimes it's how things sound. You feel what I'm saying? How things sound. It sounds like you being controlling when, or and in reality, it's not really that. You feel me? Some men are too concerned with trying to change women they want instead of finding a woman that's already doing what they want. Wait, some men are too concerned with trying to change women they want instead of finding a woman that's already doing what they want. What you mean about that, Pisces Hayes? How are you? Norman, what's going on? Welcome in, Norman. Thank you for pulling up. I appreciate you being here. And if a woman does depend on a man to provide for her, she's screwed if she dies. And if she's screwed if he dies. Oh, but this is the thing, right? Hopefully, you feel me? Like, these are certain things where it's like, with the right man, he'll have certain things in place. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I get what you're saying. Like, if a woman is, you know, depending on a man, you know what I mean, and something happens to that man, you feel what I'm saying, then damn. But you feel what I'm saying? Like, at least you have somebody that's willing to take that next step with you. You feel what I'm saying? As a man, I can't depend on a woman to be like, I can't depend on a woman to pay my bills. Imagine a man saying something like, I need a woman with money who's gonna be able to pay all my bills. I need my bills paid. Y'all as women gonna be like, what? Like, what are you talking about? That it don't even sound right coming from a man. You feel what I'm saying? But there's a lot of men out here doing that for women. But that's a form of submission. You feel what I'm saying? It's a form of submission. Basically, he's going out working, busting his ass. You feel me? Doing what it is he got to do to, you know, bring the money back to you. Like, I'm going to go do the work, baby. But here you go. You feel what I'm saying? That's submission. That's submission. Popeman may be a form of submission. How could be working more hours, working a job he doesn't like in order to provide? That's submission to the relationship family. That's a fact. That's basically what I'm saying. You're far back because I'm spamming. Sorry. Nah, Pope. Listen, don't even apologize. I definitely appreciate you. I definitely appreciate you. Um, I have heard of that happening from the internet, but never seen it in real life. Shout outs to my man Damo for pulling up to the function. My boy Damo is in the building. Yeah. Um, eye to eye starts this feeling sometimes, which is not bad for both sides, but it is bad for married ones. Elaborate a little bit more on that, Norman. I don't understand what you're saying. No, you don't, cause he's dead. LOL. Lots of women be paying their man's bills though. I see men saying stuff like that too. If a man is saying something like, I need a woman to pay all my bills, I don't yo. Yeah, I don't know. I got some words for that man. You feel me? Pause. That's pause. Even if a man be like, I'm looking for a woman to pay all my bills, I'm gonna be like, pause. Fuck is you talking about? You looking for a woman to pay all your bills? You crazy, nigga? But those aren't men. Facts. Shout outs to Empress Love. Oh, shout outs to my girl Empress Love for pulling up to the function. I'm glad that you're here. This is your first time, being here, making it to a real live. I'm sorry, I'm not at 100%. You feel me? I'm a little sick, but I definitely appreciate you being here. Thank you. You don't know any family man that is working a job he isn't necessarily passionate about. Wait, hold on. You don't know any family man that is working a job he isn't necessarily passionate about. A man that doesn't have all the gadgets and cars he could afford due to the money going to the family first. Wait, a man that doesn't have all the gadgets and cars he could afford due to the money going to his family first. So basically the dude it's a form of submission because he's going out working, making the money. You feel what I'm saying? And even though he could be buying all the cars and everything, you know what I mean, he like, nah, because I have a family I have to provide for, and I'm using my hard-earned money to put that towards the family. And that's what both me and Nos is saying, as far as that's a form of submission. Like, that's how a man can show he's being submissive to his woman. You know what I mean? By going out, working hard, and coming and basically going out, working hard, making the money, and bringing it back to you as his woman. You feel me? That's a form of submission. If that ain't a form of submission, damn, y'all, I don't know what the fuck is. You feel me? Because who want to give their money away just to be giving their money away after working all them damn hours? Shout outs to my girl. Dammy is in the building. Yeah. Shout outs to Dammy. What's up, girl? Yeah, we talking it. Damn, yo. I hate when I do this because I be scrolling down and then I just lose where I'm at on the chat. My fault. Let me follow. Let me get back to where I was at. But shout outs to my girl Dammy for pulling up to the function. I appreciate you being here. Shout outs to my girl Coach Mean Rain for pulling up to the function. Let upstairs. I'm listening in the background driving. Shout outs to my girl Coach. Thank you for pulling up to the function. I appreciate you being here. She said she in the background, but she listening. But yeah, knows what it do, Bacola TV. I know one who works long hours to avoid his family and buys whatever he wants. You know a man that works long hours to avoid his family and buy whatever he wants. I need to know what type of men you be encountering in, because the people you meant, the type of men that you're describing, Pope, they sound a little bit suspect. I'm not gonna lie. Ain't nothing. I'm chilling, Coach. You feel what I'm saying? I could be better. I'm a little bit under the weather, but you know what I mean? I'm here. You feel I gotta still, show my face, make my presence be felt. But I'm good. What's going on with you, my good sis? Women are bringing the bag nowadays, so men not even doing it all. And when you have a strong woman doing it all, you gotta come at us a certain way. I am she. All right. And this is the thing too, right? Because even with situations like that, you feel me? It's like, I feel like even if a woman is making a certain type of money, or they making the same amount of money, or making even more money than the person they with, I feel like you don't change. You feel what I'm saying? You still should be as submissive as you would even if you was not making the same amount of money, as the man. And even with me saying the providing thing is a form of submission. You feel me? That's only one form of submission, you know what I mean, where it comes to like a man. Like a man show his submission by like when it's financial type of stuff and taking care of certain things. That's one form. You feel what I'm saying? But also as a person that's not only if he's, let's just say y'all making the same amount of money and y'all both is equally, you know what I mean, doing y'all big one. You feel what I'm saying? It's still a man's job to protect you. You feel me? Which means like he gotta be like, he gotta be ready to fight for you. You feel what I'm saying? And when it comes to fighting for you, anything can happen. He could possibly lose his life, God forbid, for fighting for you. And if you don't have a man that's willing to stand up and fight for you, you know what I mean? Then you I don't think you would probably that's probably the right person for you, because any man should be able, like, if he love his woman, like, step up to the plate and be like, yo, what's going on? You all right? You feel what I'm saying? So even with that, you feel me? That's a form of a man's submission. Another form of a man being submissive. You feel what I'm saying? Because he's practically willing to sacrifice himself for the woman he loves. Because when you get into a fight, you know what I mean, and you trying to protect, you don't know what the outcome is. You got to be ready for whatever. You feel me? So even if that is not enough of a man being submissive, you feel what I'm saying? Again, I don't know what is. You feel me? I don't know what is. Auto text, my bad. Nah, you good, coach. Facts. Hold, yeah, every time somebody types something, the chat go away. my bad, y'all. Hold on. Hello, Sunshine. Facts, Pope James. Feel better, Stash. Thank you, Dammy. I appreciate you. Hey, Dammy, Coach Mean Ring. Facts, Stash. Yeah, facts. Come on. And Damo, you're a family man. You feel what I'm saying? Shout out to my man Damo. You feel me? He's definitely one of the people that I know that's a family man, that I know, like, he don't play about his family. He don't play about his kids. He don't play about, his lady. You feel me? Like, it's things we do that's like, our submissive is not a woman submissive. You feel me? We not expecting a woman to fight for us. You feel me? At least not in a physical form way. We don't want y'all to lose y'all life over us. We don't want y'all to, a real man don't want y'all to, go out there working and to provide for us. You feel me? We want to do that for y'all. You know what I mean? So our form of submission looks different from a woman form of submission. So yeah. Stash, exactly. Nicely put. Thanks for summarizing. Yeah, of course. Bring it home to bacon, as they call it. That's a fact. It's not giving it away if she's doing all the household work. The reason you can make all that money is because she does that for you. That's why it's her money too. Hold on, wait. It's not giving it away if she's doing all the household work. The reason why you can make all that money is because she does that for you. That's why it's her money too. What exactly she does for, like, who? What are you talking about, Pope? Men and women should submit to one another in love. That's a fact. And I was on Dammy Live, I believe it was yesterday, and we was talking, briefly about, like, it shouldn't be about money. You feel me? Like, if y'all love each other, y'all should be able to do whatever's necessary to be there for each other. You feel what I'm saying? No questions asked. And that's a fact. You feel what I'm saying? But my whole thing is, I feel like a lot of times it is roles to be played. You feel me? Like, we supposed to what you call it, submit to each other, but it's still got to make sense. You feel what I'm saying? It still got to make sense. Like I was saying earlier, the way a woman submit is different from the way a woman is supposed to submit to a man. I feel like it's different from the way a man is supposed to submit to a woman. You feel me? Like, right. And a woman has a responsibility too, as to make sure the house is in order, clean, what needs to be repaired, replaced, and making sure the kids are extremely important to each other. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's why I'm a little misandrous. Yo, I love the fact that Pope, she don't care. She like, listen, man, I don't care about what none of y'all saying. This is how I feel, and it is what it is. Like, shout out, shout out to Pope. Yes, agree with your last post. It's their money. Why he need to fight? Why y'all getting in fight so much? It's because the world is a crazy place. You feel me? And unfortunately, because, you know, a lot of times women don't want to, like, I'm gonna just say women don't want to listen to the man they with. It could get them into certain situations. You feel what I'm saying? Like, as a man, like, if a man be like, yo, I don't want you doing this, you feel me? He's not saying that in a form of being controlling. He's probably see something or understand something that you're not, you know, seeing. You feel what I'm saying? So he's probably just like, listen, like, to protect you, I need you not to do this. You feel me? But then when you go out and do this and something happens, who's the person that you calling to clean the mess up? Even if it's not necessarily a fight, it could be anything. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it could be anything, but it's the man's job to be the person that you could call when things go left, because things do go left. You feel what I'm saying? Folks just look at it like, if a man is doing his part as being a simp, when it truly takes two with the same vision for their family. That's a fact. That's a fact. Yes, Empress Love, exactly, Queen. Every time somebody writes something go like the chat just disappear. Oh Lord. Valid. Yeah, valid. Facts. Come on. What's the word, C Life? If your woman is at home doing all the household work, cleaning, cooking, etc., then you don't take time away from work to do it yourself. She's contributing to the ability to earn that money. All right. So you know what? Let me just take kids and household out the picture, right? Kids and household is out the picture. Let's just say we are boyfriend and girlfriend. You feel me? We don't live in the same house. We don't have no kids. None of that shit. You feel me? Still, now, as your boyfriend, you feel what I'm saying? Or, well, yeah, as your boyfriend, you feel what I'm saying? It's still my job to be there to lead you and provide and help you in a manly way, the same way it's your job as a woman to still be feminine and do your feminine duties. You feel what I'm saying? Like, a lot of time, this is the problem. I feel like women just don't be wanting to be told what to do. That's what it is. Y'all just want to do, yo, stop telling me what to do. Stop telling me what to do. That's what it is. You feel me? Like, y'all want to do your own thing, but at the same time of y'all wanting to do your own thing, y'all still want to have that safety net of a man. You feel what I'm saying? But then when a man start moving weird, it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, where all the real niggas at? Where all the men? You not even a real female. You feel what I'm saying? You out here asking where the real men at. You not even a real female. You know what I'm saying? So come on. Coach said, I think what happens is some women grow up watching their grandmother and mom be disrespected by the men they submitted to. Now as adults, they aren't trying to make the same mistakes. That's cool. That's cool. But that, even with that just comes with, you know, I feel like those are decisions you make, you know, if you going through that, like, even before you start dealing with a person, if you know you have a certain thing you went through in the past or you saw something in the past, before you even, don't wait until you get into that relationship with that person and be like, I'm not doing this because of what, you know what I mean, what happened in the past. We gotta somewhat, like, break the cycle. You feel me? So before somebody even start dealing with somebody, it's like, do your due diligence. You feel me? See what that person is about. See if this is a person you could really trust and rock with. You feel what I'm saying? And if this is a person you really could trust and rock with, and you know he got your best interests at heart, you know what I mean? Everything that happened in the past shouldn't even be, you know, a thought, because it's like, you trust that man enough to know, like, I chose him for a reason. You feel me? But if you don't feel that way as a woman, if you don't feel that way as a woman, then it just shows that just the decision you made is just stupid. You feel what I'm saying? Respectfully. Women are harder now, and it's harder to find women willing to submit. So even in that case, coach, right? So what is it if it's hard to find a woman to submit, what is it a man supposed to do? You feel me? Like, do you feel like a man should still be spending his money, putting his lady first? You know what I mean? If, that woman, let's just hypothetically speak and say, has another child. You feel me? He's coming in as the stepdad, take on that responsibility. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's so much things like we do on as men. You feel what I'm saying? Where it's like, we don't be like, nah, we not doing that unless we just really don't like you like that. But even if we don't like you, you could tell when a nigga don't like you because he's not doing that type of shit. I personally wouldn't be with a man I wouldn't listen to. That's the point I'm making, and you shouldn't. You definitely shouldn't. Why? That's why it's important to deal with those traumas before you get into a relationship, men and women. That's facts. Now, granted, I'm married and I submit to my husband, but I understand why some women have hard time submitting. Exactly, that ties into what I just posted with that person. The first two pieces of advice for every man to get in the first two pieces of advice for every man are to get in shape and to get a good job, to protect and provide. A weak, broken man is rarely tolerated for long. That's a fact. I feel bad for y'all single dudes. Y'all screwed. LOL. Yo, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. All right, look. Next subject, right? Next topic. Because I ain't gonna sit here and being bother y'all with that topic all day, right? So something else had occurred, and I'm curious. I am curious, just curious, to see how y'all feel about this. Give me a second. Give me 1 second. Let me pull this up on my screen. Let me see if I can find it first. Hold on, y'all. Give me 1 second. Back. Got it. Let me put this up on the screen. My fault, y'all. Hold on. All right, so look. So tap in. So now, Ciara, the singer Ciara, legally changes her son's last name. She had her baby father's future, so she basically changed her son last name to Russell Wilson's last name. What's y'all thoughts on this shit? Once again, I got my thoughts. On how I feel about this. But before I say what I say, I need to know what's y'all thoughts. Now, where the hell did I just put the fucking I can't find the chat. Give me a second, y'all. All right. Let me end that. I bet. So yeah. What y'all feel about this? Ciara legally changes sons with future last name to Wilson. This is crazy. Disrespectful. She didn't have to do that. I'm gonna say how I feel in a minute, Dabo. Wouldn't Future have to agree to it unless he didn't have parental rights? Yes, Empress facts. Wait, I missed what Empress said. That doesn't matter because friends and girlfriends are trial runs. We need those mistakes. Some just stay too long and never get the lessons to get the blessed relationship. Okay. See now, even you know, what, I'm gonna tap in with you. I'm gonna spin a block on that response. Um, the conception shouldn't have happened, but if Future didn't want anything to do with him, I'm glad he has Russell. Okay. Shout outs to my girl Faith for pulling up to the function. I appreciate you being here. Um, what's the nuance that we are missing? So I'm not really I'm not really into Sierra and Future type of vibes like that, but basically Sierra is a famous singer, you feel me, who dated a famous rapper, had a kid, you feel me, they broke up. She wound up dating a NFL player, you know what I'm saying, who was being submissive, wound up you know, providing for her child even before they had children. You feel me? But I'm assuming now that, you know, Future and Sierra is not seeing eye to eye or whatever the case may be, as she decided to change the son's last name to Russell Wilson's last name. She couldn't do that without Future signing off on it. I listen. This is the headlines. This is the headlines. I think it happened. I think it happened. I'm single and dating is whack these days. I have questions first. Is Future involved with the child? I'm gonna say no. Just for I don't know. But I'm gonna just say no. I'm gonna just say no. I'm rude. Hey, Stash. Nah, you good, Faith. You good. You good. Oh, hey, chat room, Faith. Did the baby have his father name already? Yes, the baby had the father name already. That's why she changed it to Wilson. Coach, we said the same thing. I wasn't reading the chat before I typed my response. If not, there's nothing else to it. She's moved on. Okay. That's the headline, but what's the article? LOL. Let me see if I could pull an article up, make it a little bit more bigger. Give me a second. Give me a second, chat. All right, so I'm about to make it more bigger, but y'all ain't gonna see my face for a little minute. So this is the so basically it says, let me see. Sierra's son with rapper Future is legally a Wilson, because TMZ has learned the singer locked down the name change for her eldest, swapping out his dad's last name for her husband Russell Wilson's. Sierra and Russ hit the U.S. Open this week with their kids, but when Russ posted a shot of Sierra and their family from the stands with the caption Mrs. Sierra Wilson, Future Wilson, and Sienna Wilson, I'm assuming that's all the names of the Wilsons, that sparked speculations Russell has adopted him. Okay. Yeah. So that's the story. That is the story. Hold on, let me pull myself back to the function. So that's the story. That's the story. Russell has adopted Lil Future, right? I'm not sure. Coach. If you know some, you probably be able to inform me a little bit. I'm not sure. Only thing I know is that she changed that little boy name to Russell Wilson last name. C Life said, nah, no fucking way. Facts. Not entirely true, Damo. Hold on. If the father has not established legal paternity, hold on. Damn, every time y'all type, I lose where I'm at in the chat. If the father has not established legal paternity, not on the birth certificate, no acknowledgement of paternity, no custody visits/visitations order, etc., the mother often has more control and may be able to. I'm not gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie, Coach. That sound about right. That sound about right, Coach. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. I would have changed his first name if my son didn't object. I don't know the details, but if Future isn't involved and it's staying quiet. Maybe he gave up his rights or lost them, which then why should the kid have his name? All right. So this is my take on this, right? This is my take on this, right? Don't ever change a boy's name to another man's name. You feel what I'm saying? Because not for nothing, there's one or two things, right? Us as like not for nothing, I'm a man now, right? But if I woulda, if my moms woulda gave me another man last name, even if he was, good to me or whatever, you feel what I'm saying? It still wouldn't sit right with me as a man. You feel me? Like it wouldn't. And hypothetically speaking, what if God forbid, what if they get a divorce? You feel me? What, you gonna change his name back? You feel me? Because that can happen. You feel me? What if Sierra and Russell Wilson get a divorce and you done change this little boy name to this boy? I feel like the outcome, if you wanted to change his name, you feel what I'm saying? If you wanted to change his name, she should have changed it to her last name. Whatever Sierra last name is, I don't know what Sierra last name is, but she should have changed it to her last name. That would have made sense. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that shit it's crazy. And this is the things where I be like, yo, ladies, y'all don't understand what it is to be a man. And like, I could like just imagine, you feel me? Like, I'll be about ready to fight. No funny. Like, I go to school and niggas is snapping and like, nigga, you got another nigga last name. Shut up. that's some shit where it's like, that should have triggered a nigga like, hold on, wait, what? You feel me? And then here's another thing too, right? A lot of times, you feel me? Like, for example, I know people probably like, why Future didn't step up or whatever the case may be is. We don't know what the issue is. You feel me? But I could say this, right? Sometimes it takes the child to get older to have that conversation with that parent and get an understanding of what the hell really was going on. You feel what I'm saying? Because, like, imagine if that little boy becomes 17, 18 years old and he have a conversation with his father Future, and then his father Future let him know, like, yo, this is what was going on. You feel what I'm saying? Like, whoop-de-whoop, like, and he happened to like, that could make him be like, damn, like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. Hold on, let me see what y'all saying right quick. Let me see what y'all saying. Hold on, my fault, y'all. Paternity needs to be established. Change his last name to Wilson is crazy. Facts. You should have hyphenated it because both of them are in the public. Because both of them is in the public eye, and that baby's gonna know the whole story regardless of how she paints the picture. That's a fact. That's basically what I was asserting to, like, facts. I would have named him Russell Wilson Jr. Yo, Faith, stop it. Stop it, Faith. Stop it. Ain't no Russell nothing. Like, no. What part, coach? That's crazy. Future gonna take this L. Future's probably at the point where it's like this, but when things like this happen, if she goes to the extent of like, you know what, I'm just gonna change his name, you feel me? That'll make me be like, yo, F you too. You feel me? Like, F you, Sierra. Like, don't say nothing to me. You feel what I'm saying? Like, this is how you moving? Like, but we don't know. You feel me? We don't know. Established paternity. Future said, F that kid. He gonna make another one. That's foul. I'm dead. Shout outs to my girl, the real Fee Nicole. I need everybody in the chat, if y'all still in the chat, to wish my good friend Fee Nicole a happy belated birthday. I believe her birthday was yesterday. I hope you enjoyed your day. You feel what I'm saying? And continue to be great. Shout outs to my girl, Fee Nicole. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so he adopted him, which clearly means dad signed off on it, so he a lame. Oh, man. I won't call him a lame, even if he did something. Like, he probably was just, like, done. Like, you feel me? Like, it's probably, we don't know the situation. You feel me? We don't know the situation. Only thing I'm saying is this. Changing a boy's name to another man's name is not valid. You feel me? It's not, and I'm telling you this as a man. You feel me? There's no woman in this chat that's gonna sit here and tell me otherwise. No man should be named after no other man but his father. Period. You feel what I'm saying? Unless it's a situation where he like literally like don't know who the dad is, like the, you know what I mean, since birth. But it's like that's not the case because like I forgot who said it, but people know who Future is. You feel me? People know who Russell Westbrook is. Russell Wilson. You feel what I'm saying? Like these is two high profile names. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all don't understand how much that can affect that boy growing up. You feel what I'm saying? You know, you don't give a boy another man name. Like at all. It's no. That's a no. You know what I'm saying? Because and like I stated earlier, only thing it takes is for Russell Wilson to or her to, you know, for them to get divorced. Now what? When they get divorced, now what? You feel what I'm saying? This is why I said, like, if she wanted to change his name, you know what I mean, and it won't, and you didn't want it to be the father, then change the boy last name to your last name, Sierra. You feel me? It's like let him have his mother last name. You feel me? Like, what are you doing? Come on. Coach said, I work in the field, so I'm a little more knowledgeable on this topic. All right, Coach. Then I ain't gonna argue with you. Then I ain't gonna argue. You feel me? Change it back is crazier work. LOL. Facts. Good point, Stash. Yeah. Facts. Feel like they bugging out. Laughing myself. Say that again. What if they fall out now? What? Wait. I don't know if you're trying to be funny or what. See, life. I don't know what's going on. It's different if Wilson did adopt the child. I don't care. Listen, before I read it, I don't care what he did. I don't care if he adopted the child, took the child in, washed the child up, I don't care. You feel me? You don't change a little boy name to another man's name. You don't do that. No. You feel me? No. She said Pisces Hayes said her last name is Wilson. I'm talking about her regular last name. Whatever Sierra's name is before it was Wilson, the name she was born with needs to be that boy's last name if she didn't want him to be, you feel me, Future last name. Like, come on, bro. I'm with you on that one, Stash. Shout outs to my girl Fee. Come on. It's his legacy. Facts. Let me see. Every time y'all type, I lose where I'm at in the chat. My fault. As a man, that man should have told her no. That part. Shout outs to Empress Love. That's what I was looking for. As a man, that man should have told her no, not to give him his last name. But you know what it is? I ain't gonna lie. Russell, like that's the type of man women be wanting. But that nigga's he gives simp vibes a little bit. You feel what I'm saying? Like he gives simp vibes. So Sierra probably like, yo, I'm gonna change his name to your last name. And you feel me? Like he probably, even if he probably was like, nah, I don't want you to do that. She'd probably be like, wow, you don't want my son to have your last name? You don't love me? You know how women be trying to flip that shit and make niggas feel guilty. You feel me? Like that's crazy. Paternity seems to have been established at birth, but they weren't married, so who knows? Facts. Who knows? The whole thing is messy and dumb. Big dumb. Big dumb. Laughing my ass off fate. So his name is Future Wilson. Yo, now his name is Future Wilson. Yo, I'm dead. Thank you so much. Yeah, facts. Shout outs to my girl, Fee Nicole. Yes. Hold on. Every time y'all type something, I lose where I'm at in the chat. I think Nightbot locked the link. Nah, Nightbot ain't do nothing. My Nightbot is not sensitive. I took all that shit off. So you could write whatever it is you want, and Nightbot ain't gonna do nothing. I slapped the shit out of Nightbot. First, he posted congratulations. Hours later, he followed up with a blunt. I don't give a fuck. Nah, yo. But listen. Imagine if, see, this would be a whole nother conversation, bro. Imagine if he was to indulge in that energy and fight for that. You know how hard it would probably be for him? Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, niggas, he probably would have crashed out. You feel me? Sometimes the best thing a man can do is just fall back. You feel me? Because if a man continue to engage in certain energies and trying to go through this battle with a woman, that could make a man really crash out. You feel me? So sometimes the best thing a man could do is be like, you know what? I don't give a fuck, and just let time heal itself. You feel me? Like, my only thing is I just hope one day when his son do come speak to him, because that's gonna happen. You feel me? Like, trust and believe his son is gonna, especially being that he's his father's future. It's not like his father's, a no-name person. He's gonna want to have a conversation with his son, and I just hope that when that time comes, you feel me, Future would have that conversation with him and be able to get off whatever he needs to get off. You know what I mean? Because sometimes that's what it takes. I see your point. Okay, her maiden name, understood. Yeah, facts. Thank you, Damo. I agree with Empress Love, but Sierra wears the pants in that relationship. She definitely wear the pants. Happy birthday to Real Fee Nicole. Fact stash. Sierra gonna pull out the belt on Russell. Belts her ass on Russell. That's a fact. Yo, just found your stream. Shout outs to Elizabeth M. If this is your first time here, welcome in. Welcome to the vibe. Welcome to the function. You know what I mean? Meet everybody that's in the family. You feel me? If you ain't do so already, please make sure you subscribe to the channel. Thank you. All my mods, make sure y'all welcome in our new guest, Elizabeth M. Definitely appreciate you being here. Thank you. Orion Blackwood. I'm just imagining it like a list of tattoo names are crossed out. Each new name is a promise of a stable two-parent family that then going. I'm dead. So every time she get married, get divorced, change the name, get married, get divorced, change the name. It's going to be an everlasting thing. Well, she's leading wrong. The kid, leading wrong. The kid will be her karma. I'm assuming you mean, will be her karma if the man can't lead correctly. That's a fact. All he would have to do is not agree to it, though. Yeah, you listen, you right, but sometimes, like I said, you don't know. You don't know what the hell, like, sometimes a person could, he probably wouldn't agree to it and it'd be some nonsense. You know what I mean? Like, niggas, what we say when we want from our woman, like, peace. You feel me? That's the thing men want the most, peace. You feel me? Pause. You feel me? But we just want things to be calm. Life is already hard. We already have the world on our shoulder. You feel me? We already got to do what we got to do to provide and protect ourselves. You feel me? So we don't need no unnecessary drama. You know what I mean? We don't need that. It's probably what she wants. She's probably bitter because the fuck she wants to give a damn and act a fool. Wait, it's probably what she wants. She's probably bitter because the fuck she wants him to give a damn and act. That's a fact. That's what I'm saying. And he's not giving that to her. You feel what I'm saying? He's not giving that to her. And from a man point, I know a lot of women to be like, no, if you love that's your child. Do what you got to do. Step up for your child. But sometimes, as a man, you feel me? The best thing a man can do is fall back. You feel me? The best thing a man can do is fall back, because if he don't fall back, that could put him in a situation where, you know what I mean, it's no coming back from. And then when he put himself in that situation that is no coming back from, what they gonna tell that man? Damn, you should have just left that girl alone. You feel me? Why you let her get you that mad? You feel me? You stupid. This is what men get. Like when we engage and we start getting into that space of like battling a woman, you feel me? And this is where we lose at. You feel me? Because we don't necessarily know when to fall back. You feel me? So when we don't fall back, shit just explode. And now when shit explode, we the ones that's looked at as the monster and be like, you stupid motherfucker. You let that girl take you out of character. You should have left her alone, you dumbass. You feel what I'm saying? For real though. But last but not least, right? This is why it's important. Let me tell y'all, right? This is why it's important for men to be in these young boys' lives, though. You feel what I'm saying? Cause y'all, if y'all think those two shits do something, let me show y'all what the fuck is about to go down now. Hold on, give me a second. Give me a second, chat. Hold on. Where we at with it? All right, bet. Let me put this up. Let me put this up on the screen. Y'all gonna be like, oh, hell no. So, this is what happens when the father is not around. You feel me? This is what happens when, you know, I don't need no man to help me raise my child. I can raise my child by myself. You feel me? Especially when it's a boy. You feel what I'm saying? Especially when it's a boy. But tap into this clip.
You thought your mother wasn't gonna call me? You hitting your mother? Fight me like you fight your mother. You crazy? Fight me. Punch me like you punched your mother. Punch me in the face. Punch me. I'ma rock your fucking. You just knocked your mother out. You think that's what happened?
This nigga knocked his mother out. He knocked his mother out. Bugging.
Fight me like you fight your mother. You tough?
No, bro.
You got a fucking problem. You a kid. You ain't got shit to explain, bitch. Bring your ass. Bring your ass. These kids out of control. No, I'm a he just knocked his mother. Wow. Tell her. Hold on. Come wash them up. Since you tough, you a man? You a man? Fuck him up. Knock me the fuck out. I just grabbed this nigga up. He think he crazy, I'm crazy. Sure. Fucking hang your mother, you alright? Knock me out. Cause you wanna swing. Take your best shot. Swing. Take it. Take your best shot. Right now. And I dare you put your hands on her. I dare you to take it. Right now. Come get mad. Get mad. Come fuck him up. Get mad like you did your mother. Do me like you did your mother. You swing, do me like you did your mother. Do me like you did your mother. Let him go. Do me like you did your mother.
See, now here's the thing, right? Hold on, let me see what y'all saying in the chat. I ain't gonna lie, that shit got me tight. I can't even watch that whole shit because that shit get me mad. So, yeah, that's that. You feel me? But let me see what y'all talking about. Investing with Rod. Shout outs to Investing with Rod for pulling up to the function. I appreciate you being here. You know what I'm saying? Maybe his father should fought for him instead of valuing his peace over his son. I'm assuming you talking about the last thing. Oh man, Damo said shaking my head. Now this is the thing, right? It's nothing but women. It was nothing but women that was basically basing up on the little boy. You feel me? Because he knocked his mother out or whatever the case may be, which is that shit is crazy. You feel what I'm saying? But hold on. All right, let me see what you said. Maybe his father should fought for him instead of valuing his peace over his son. Oh, for this video. But now look, this is the thing, right? Because I ain't even played I should have played the rest of it. I ain't played the rest of it. So basically, then this is just, it's still not right because this was his mother. But while she was, you know, shaking him up and hitting him and doing all this extra shit, he like, nah, like she hit me in my face with a phone. You feel what I'm saying? Like, this is my thing. You feel me? Like, a woman cannot raise a man to be a man. You feel what I'm saying? Like, y'all cannot raise a boy to be a man. Y'all could, you know, nurture the boy. Y'all could provide and take care of, but y'all can't necessarily teach him how to be a man. You feel what I'm saying? And I felt like just by looking at that video and all the women that was like, they was giving DMX energy. Like, you think you gonna do this to me? Do that to me. I'm not your mother. Only thing it takes is for that little boy to get a little bit more older, and you gonna get knocked out just like his mother did, respectfully. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, you can't control that. This is where men come into places, and I'm using this as a personal example, right? Because me as a father, I'm a father. I have a 13-year-old, right? And his mom would like yell at him at a lot and things like that, and to the point where he was like, my mom yelled, but I'm used to her yelling or whatever the case may be is, right? And then I'd be like, yo, like, because you're used to her yelling, you think you don't have to listen to your mother? That's your mother. Like, when she tell you to do something, make sure you do it. Like, what's wrong with you? So we had that conversation. But I say all that to say, like, I don't necessarily, like, I could come into the space and I could say my son's name, like, yo, get yourself together. And it's, yes, Dad, just by I don't have to yell. You feel me? Like, my presence as a man, he understands, like, nigga, if I gotta yell, I'm gonna break you up. And you can't beat me. You feel what I'm saying? Where a woman, he'll probably look at a woman and double test her, like, you know what I mean? You're a woman. That's probably why he felt that he can do that to, his poor mother. You feel what I'm saying? But this is why I feel like it's important for even certain situations. It's important for women to still understand the importance of having that good relationship with they child's father, even if they not seeing necessarily eye to eye. Just because y'all broken up and y'all not together no more, don't necessarily means that, you know what I mean, y'all not supposed to be co-parenting, because it's not no longer about you, it's not no longer about her, it's about that child. You feel me? Especially if it's a young boy. You feel me? Especially if it's a young boy. Let me see what y'all saying in here. My pleasure, Stash, loving the vibe. Thank you, Rod. I definitely appreciate you being here. Referencing the last one while talking about this one, why his father didn't take him away from that. Just by looking at the video, I'm gonna just assume, right? Just by looking at the video, you know what I mean? One, me personally, I would want to be out of that too, because if you got that type of energy and you bringing that towards me, it's either I get the fuck out this situation, or me and you gonna have to square up and then I lose. And I don't want to lose. So the best situation I could do is leave. So now as far as with the kid, you feel me? It's hard. You feel me? It's not easy to just take your kid away from the mother. The mother would have to be like unstable. You feel me? Like crackhead, don't got an apartment. You feel me? Can't take care of herself, living on the street type of vibe. And the dad would probably have to be more stable, which a lot of times it's like the situations don't always be like that. You feel what I'm saying? But I don't know they personal situations, so I can't necessarily speak on it. I'm just answering what it is you said. Excuse me, I told you I don't feel good earlier, so I'm dying right now. But I'm not gonna lie, maybe after watching what the fuck we just watched would be enough for when they go to court, you'd be like, you know what, I think it's best if this young boy stays with the dad. You feel me? Because if that's not enough, then I don't know what is. You feel what I'm saying? I don't know what is. Shout outs to my girl Q Baby. What's up, Q Baby? Thank you for pulling up to the function. I appreciate you being here. Why did he attack his mother? I don't know. You feel me? I don't know. It was a clip that I saw, and I'm like, my first thing was, where the fuck is the father? You feel me? But then as I start looking around and seeing the vibes, I'm like, okay, I see what's going on here. Why is it her fault he abandoned him? I ain't say it was her fault. Yo, Pope, you is good. Yo. Pope is since she pulled up, she was fucking being messy. Yes, same. My son act way different when his dad comes, ask him to do something. He has a sense of urgency. And it's nothing like, it's regular. You feel me? It's not nothing where it's like, why is it like that? It's natural. You feel me? Us as men, you feel me? This is why even like when we argue with our women, our girlfriends, it's like, and y'all argue back, it's like, who y'all think y'all talking to? Like, you feel what I'm saying? Because it's like, oh, you really this independent, like you basing up, and it's the energy that's within a man. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like a lot of times as a young boy, like young boys is not as mature as men. They not as developed. You feel what I'm saying? So if a mother is coming at the child a certain type of way, mentally he's not smart enough to be like, wait, this is my mom. You feel me? What is it I'm doing? You feel what I'm saying? If she's hitting him with a phone and, you know, doing certain things and just being aggressive, as a young boy, the first instinct is to get aggressive back. You feel me? And then as you get older, as men get older, we learn how to control our emotions. You feel what I'm saying? Like, in our anger. You feel me? That's our way. Like, you know how a lot of times people be like, yo, like, why men don't show their emotions? This is another thing that's different between men and females too, because when they be like, why men don't show their emotions? When a man don't show his emotions, that's actually a form of like, it's not a bad thing. You feel me? It's a form of like, I would say like control. You feel me? Because once a man do let go of his emotions, things could get real ugly. You feel what I'm saying? And that's something you don't want to see it, from a man. But he definitely respect both of us, as he should, as he definitely should, as he definitely should. It's hard being a single parent, definitely. I don't know the whole story, but boys need male mentors. Period. If dad not around, if my fault, y'all. She said, I don't know the whole story, but boys need male mentors. Period. If dad's not around, but my son would never. I'm assuming say this whenever the respect is there, and you probably a different mom. You feel what I'm saying? You probably didn't raise your son beating on him and wiling him up and all that type of stuff. But unfortunately, you know what I mean, there is some women out here that's like that, and this is why I said, like, when Pope asks, where's the father? Why the father thing? Like, when I said I'm sitting here and I'm analyzing, you feel me? Like, first by I could tell by what was going on that guy was probably like, I'm not dealing with you. You feel me? You think you could talk to me like this? Because one, if you being aggressive with your child and you hitting your child with a phone and you talking all this mess, I can only imagine how you are with the person you was probably sleeping with. You feel me? Then on top of that, you feel me? You don't even call uncles or other male figures. You called other women. You feel me? And then when the other women came yelling and addressing it like, sounding like damn man, like, I wish you would do that to me. I'm not your mother. But you still a female though. You feel me? This is why I say only thing it takes is for him to be a little bit more older and be a little bit more bigger, and he would knock your ass out the same way he knocked his mother out. You feel what I'm saying? But it's certain situations like that where I'm like, yo, it's crazy. It's crazy. He didn't respect her for some reason. Yeah, I think I know why he didn't. Most fathers who fight for custody without any abuse allegations against the mother get custody. Absolutely not true. That's definitely not true. Drink some tea and brandy hot, or because he's worse, and he wouldn't have taught him any better. I had to send my son to his dad at 14 because he started going left, so it was best for him. Yo, you want to know something so crazy? Simply Sunshine, that's the same situation with me. You feel me? My son is 13. You feel me? He just started living with me this year because he was going left with his mother. You feel what I'm saying? I wound up having him here. I put him in an all-boys school. You feel me? Like, and it's a whole different energy. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, even it be times he, like, when he'd go to his mom's for the weekend and his mom to call me and be like, your son, and I'd be like, all right, bet. You feel me? And then I'd be like, put him on the phone. I'm like, yo, what's going on? Dad, you start crying and all that shit. But I tell him, like, yo, when he over here with me, I don't even gotta yell at him. I don't talk to him. I don't have to do much. I just talk to him and be like, yo, get your shit together. You feel what I'm saying? I'm gonna show y'all. It's so crazy, right? I'm gonna show y'all his report card because I'm like oldie confident when his report card comes, it's gonna be like through the roof when he's with dad. You feel what I'm saying? So be on the lookout for when his report card come. I think I'm gonna share that with y'all just to show y'all how, dad's giving up out here in these streets. The respect definitely not there. Shout outs to my man Real Odds. I definitely appreciate you being here. You know what I'm saying? You caught the end, you feel me? But you still pulled up, so I definitely appreciate you. Shout outs to everybody that was rocking with me today. We was live for almost 2 hours. Y'all was vibing out with me. I definitely appreciate y'all. As y'all can see, I'm fucking I'm fucked up right now. I'm about to get up off this live. You feel what I'm saying? I got to take some medicine. I got to get some rest. And on top of that, I got to get ready for work tonight. So I am stressed. But shout outs to everybody who pulled up to the function, rocked out with me, and just vibed out. You feel me? I appreciate each and every one of y'all. And I'm trying to think about when the next time I'm going to go live. I'm going to try to go live. I'm going to try to do this type of live like every weekend. You feel what I'm saying? I'm going to try to do this type of live like every weekend. You know what I'm saying? I didn't set a time up yet, but I think I need a set live schedule time. You feel me? I think that'd be dope. But until next time, you feel me? I see y'all later. Love all y'all. Appreciate all y'all. You know what I mean? And I see y'all out here in these YouTube streets. Thanks again for pulling up on me, y'all. Appreciate it.